Some people in this podcast have chosen to use voiceovers. Any similarity to actual person living or dead is purely coincidental.
I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were talking about this miserable person. And I said, just lend her some of your cream that she can have it and start being happy in life.
So how does this person solve those naughty dreams?
Hey guys, my name is Troy.
I'm Amma.
Welcome to the Chatz and Topz podcast.
Back again.
Okay.
All right, so.
Welcome guys, welcome back to a beautiful podcast on this sunny day. What's up?
Have you looked outside? Do you know if it's sunny or it's not sunny?
I was just testing out my voice. Sorry guys, my voice sounds like I got a frog stuck in my throat.
So you gone back to introducing, yeah?
No.
Without even knowing whether people like my introduction
I was just testing.
not.
I was just testing my microphone, so you can go on.
You are too, what is the word? Over what? Don't take up all of the space, okay? Have you heard of the word density before?
Are you doing the introduction?
No. Do you know what density means?
I don't know. Educate me.
Density is the amount of space particles take up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take up too much of the space.
Okay.
Be less dense. Do you want to hear my quote?
Go on now.
This is my quote for today. Believe in yourself. Why are there crickets going off in your head? Crick, crick,
Because
crick.
you said believe in yourself. We all believe in ourselves.
Exactly. However, we all believe in ourselves and we all believe we could do certain things.
Yeah.
But what
But
do we
what?
do? Self-sabotage. We stop ourselves from going for what we want for different reasons. But you got it in you. Let it out. Let it shine.
Yeah, I believe so too. I believe so. And self-sabotage can only be when you're in doubt, you feel like you're not gonna
Sometimes
You're
it's
not gonna
doubt,
make it. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, or sometimes you feel too proud. You know, you don't want to come across as proud. Yeah, so sometimes you feel like you don't want to come across as someone who is a know-it-all. And sometimes we self-sabotage because we're making the reality of life in line with our inner beliefs. So sometimes we're like, oh no, I can't do it. And then we do self-sabotage and it's like, see, I knew we couldn't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my self-sabotage was like a mixture of the two.
Okay. But why did you self-sabotage, or why did you sabotage yourself?
Because I didn't, I always, you know, like when you're creating something, yeah?
Yeah.
For you, it's nice, it's relaxing. Like, say I was a painter, an artist. The art might be all right for me, but to start selling the art, I'll be like, oh, people might not like it. People might not want to pay that much for it. And then you just start going the opposite. It starts going left.
And you know what? I got that same thing. And I think when you try to please people
Yeah.
and you're so caught up in what people think, it makes you don't want to work hard, or you don't
And
want
you're
to
less
do
productive.
things. You're less productive because you're always pleasing people. So you're a people pleaser. That's what
Yeah.
that means. And I find myself do that a lot of times where I'm like, I'm pleasing people.
It works in my favor.
Yeah, it works.
You have
in
to
your favor.
please me.
I please you, but I'm talking about like being creative.
I know, just
You know
like
what I mean?
getting in touch with what you actually enjoy.
I think if you think about even this podcast, before we even started it, you have this self-doubt in your head. Is people gonna like the podcast? Are people gonna appreciate what we're doing?
I know.
You know what I
like,
mean? And then you know what? Should I do it? No. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? But as far as I can see, the more you doubt yourself is the less you're giving yourself a chance to at least be good at something.
Because
You know
for
what I mean?
me, I'm always just putting it off. Oh, we'll do it later. We'll do a podcast later. Guys, he's the one who's always like, let's do this podcast. And I'm always like, oh, let's do it later on in life. Why are we waiting till later on in life? And I'm glad we've done it because now we've seen and learnt so many different things as we go along. But it's just a really nice... I love podcasts because it's relaxing for me, but I think I talk a bit
Because
too
you
much.
talk too much, that's your problem.
I need to be
You love
less dense.
You love talk.
Density. I need to be less dense.
Oh boy, why would you be dense? You know what? But you're just being free. You're being free. And that's the best thing. When you're free, expressing yourself. And I don't see the reason why you shouldn't be free by just having a conversation anyway. So even if I say you talk too much, we got mouth. Why shouldn't we use it? It's not just for eating. It's for expressing. Because sometimes some of the things you might be saying in the podcast maybe have some impact on someone. Helping them going through that time that they need. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Someone
I mean, I listen to
them.
podcasts when, especially like after I had the baby,
Yeah.
you feel a bit lonely sometimes or a little bit depressed. And then I started to listen to a couple of podcasts and it just brought me back to life because I'm getting to laugh at certain things and you know what I mean? You feel connected.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're not, it's like, oh. Listen, I could talk forever.
No, man.
Are you ready for the story?
Go on talk, man. Story, yeah. What's the story you got? That sound like the story of Juicy.
This story needs a role play, so get prepared.
Oh, God. Tom is in the building anyway, so.
Oh, can't it be someone else?
No, Tom is...
Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, I think a cartoon thing this. Mm-hmm. All right. What you got?
Here we go. My girlfriend, Anna, all the names are changed, by the way, and I are currently living in a house that I owned since before the start of our relationship. Anna's best friend, Catherine, and I never really got along, partially because we were very different types of people, but primarily it's because she doesn't approve of the fact that Anna and I have an open relationship. Ever since Anna disclosed this fact to Catherine, she accused me of cheating and that I pressured Anna into it. Our interactions have gone from frosty to cold. And just to set the record straight, it's not cheating. Cheating absolutely exists in open relationships. The thresholds are just set through discussion, and neither of us ever did anything that's against any of these agreed upon hard rules. Ever. Also, neither of us pressured the other one. We had just a conversation early in our relationship why our previous relationships failed and realized that both of us struggled with the relationships getting routine and we weren't ready to mothball the thrill and the excitement of meeting and dating new people yet. As we were both not particularly jealous people, we decided to try a non-monogamous relationship, and it worked well for us ever since. I also already tried explaining this to Catherine once or twice, so from my point of view, I did my due diligence to have a good relationship with her, but her perception of that might differ. Anyways, last week, Anna had an unexpected emergency call from Catherine, and as it turns out, she's serving her hubby with divorce papers because he had a secret affair over the last few months.
Yep.
As a good friend does, Anna immediately invited her friend to stay at our place for a few weeks until things are sorted out, as Catherine doesn't have family here, but we both have beds in our respective home offices. Mm-hmm. And so in her mind, it was the perfect solution. Mm. When Anna told me a few minutes after the call, I quickly had to pump the brakes. I'm not going to lie, the idea of having a hostile house guest in my own home isn't unappealing on its own. Sorry, I can't read today.
No, that's all right. You can't read all the time anyway, so.
Isn't unappealing on its own already. I think he's trying to say it is unappealing. Mm. It's not even my main reason. Both Anna and I have friends with benefits or secondary partners that occasionally stay over. When Anna works night shift or I'm traveling for work, they also visit. Now, Having Catherine here would mean we'd either have to significantly scale back our relationships for an undetermined length of time or have them over anyway, as I imagine Catherine is probably even less tolerant towards that. Both of these things to me sound unfair towards me or our secondary relationships, as we also saw these as real relationships that deserve respect, consideration just as much as our relationship. Within some, Anna pretty much saw my reasoning right away, and given that I own the house, apologized for her rushed invitation and called Catherine to take it back. But since then, the situation has got out of hand, to be honest. Our friends are pretty much split along the lines of, it's your house and, wow, you put Catherine on the streets just because of your side chicks. And Catherine kicked the conversation up an additional notch by insinuating that I'm trying to isolate Anna from her, and I said no because he hates that they have such a great friendship. There we have it.
Yeah.
Is he wrong? Is he right?
He is right. I don't know his name, but he
I
is
can
right.
see both sides.
No.
Yes.
No. All right. Look, me and you decide we are going to have an open relationship. Me and my own people, you're going to have your own people, and we're going to do it together. But one of your friend, Motamasi, whatever she want to call herself, Makosi, decide that what we are having is not right because you and Makosi are friend, and she feel like I'm the one pressuring you to do this, but you want to do this as much as I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tom, are you ready for this?
No, we can't role play it though. It's not gonna work.
You always say we can't role play stuff.
All right, let's see how it's gonna work. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work.
Tom, Makosi is literally on the streets.
None of my goddamn business. You know me not like her already because she don't believe in what me do.
Yeah, but we can't just let her go homeless.
She's not my problem, not
yeah,
my
but
concern.
her family's not here and it's my problem.
It doesn't matter. Why is she on the street?
Because she's going for a divorce.
That's none of my goddamn business.
But she's got nowhere to stay,
so she can
babe.
go. No. She has somewhere she can go.
She hasn't. That's the problem.
She has somewhere she can go. There's Airbnb, there's hotels, there's all these other places.
She can't afford it because of the divorce.
I-
and we've got 2 spare bedrooms.
I don't want her here because it's going to interfere with my life.
Can't you just ignore her?
I know I can't ignore her.
Yeah, but sometimes we have to inconvenience ourselves
I
for our
do not want
friends.
to inconvenience for my enemy. If you're my enemy, you're my enemy, period. So I don't care if you're your friend. I don't want her here.
Oh, dear.
I just don't want her here because she don't approve of what I do. And I want to live my life for me. I don't want to live my life to please her. You understand? So if I'm going to take her in, it means I'm going to have to subject myself to change, to fit my life around her.
But I thought you were a people pleaser.
I'm a people pleaser, but I'm not pleasing her. She's not a people.
What is she?
She's an alien. So you need to call her and say to her, do whatever you want to do, but as I said,
Oh,
I don't need her here.
babe.
I don't care. If she was a nice person, she could sleep. I'd give her my bed and I'd sleep on the couch. But she's not a nice person because in life you have to respect people's decision. No matter how tough it may seem, their personal decision is something that you have to take on board.
Okay, that's mic drop. You have spoken.
I have spoken.
But it would be pretty awkward if they did let her stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's so hard being the one in the middle because you want your friend to stay. And then imagine if you was to say to me, oh, yeah, you know, your friend needs a place. And I was just like, no, without even considering it.
It's not going to sound good.
It's going to be hard for you to tell your friend.
Yeah, but you're not going to like it.
Your friend's going to hate me even more.
Yeah, because you have jumped the gun, your false start. That's something you got to discuss with your partner.
But the problem is, if you don't know how long the person is going to stay for...
Yeah, but it doesn't...
but you're mashing up the friendship.
Remember, we were in a situation like this. and one of your friend came and stayed with us.
Oh, yeah. But that was all right.
Because you come to me and you spoke to me. Even if you didn't give her the green light before, me never know about it. But when you came to me, I said, it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's a different scenario.
That's a different scenario because, you know, it's not that she didn't like you. But then again, if I never liked somebody's dude, I don't know if I would ask them if I could stay. And they're saying
exactly.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's going to be weird and it's going to be awkward. Because you're in the same space and you're going to resent the person being there.
Yeah. I read this thing where one friend was being honest to the other and she said, listen, if I was in the room with your dude alone, I would sleep with him.
A lot of people say all that shit. A lot of people wait for the
So
opportunity.
imagine if that was Catherine. Imagine if that was her.
And she didn't get picked for the guy's second bit. So now she have a problem because she wanted to be...
Yeah. Anyway, the bottom line is this. She's just going to have to decide. She's just going to have to come to that understanding that she's lost her friend.
It's not about losing a friend.
It is. She's lost her friend for her husband or fiance or whatever.
Who do you choose more? This is the question for you. Who do you choose? Would you choose your friend over your husband?
No, you have to choose your husband,
Exactly.
your fiance.
Husband, fiance, wife,
yeah, because
girlfriend.
the two of you has come to that agreement, but you have to just lose your friend because of him.
You have to, every relationship you can think of on the earth right now has lost friendship because you're now in a relationship with somebody.
But sometimes the friendship is so good. And you know, when you have friends...
Then you can be single for the rest of your life.
No.
While your friend have their husband or their men. Because you choose to put your friend over your partner.
You don't get it. Girls, isn't it? When we get together and we're talking, we tart the ting. And you could talk with your girls different to how you talk with your man. Girls just understand.
Your girlfriend can't comfort you. Your man is there to comfort you. Yeah, and love you. And your girlfriend can't love you like how your man
don't worry
love
yourself. You. The crowd know what I'm talking about. So
not talk about having girls conversation, chatting all about men and own cock it up and back it up and blah, 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 blah. That is standard. I'm talking about...
I'm not talking about...
that's the conversation you girls going to have.
No, but I'm talking about how we feel.
You guys going to have the same feeling because you're talking about the same conversation.
Okay, so if I sat down and started talking to you about how it feels for a woman if you haven't been in a relationship for a long time, yeah, and just to get a hug from that dude, and how important you see your face.
No, that's because what you're saying make no damn sense.
There you go. But if a girl was telling another girl about how that feels, we understand. Understand
what? You are with your partner. You get your hug all the time, unless you're a cheater, so you want a hug from somebody else.
No.
That's what I'm saying to you. You're not making no sense with that.
It's all right. The crowd know what I mean. Drink your water. Tribe, it was me last time. Now it's him. The tribe know what I'm trying to say. There's certain things that your girls will understand. And there's certain things your husband will not.
I am hearing you. You're saying...
Babe, I just spoke about hug. The way you squeeze up your face, what's hug got to do with it?
Because anything? You're telling me...
Babe, when you
imagine
get a hug, your endorphins are going, especially if it's... You just feel safe.
But I know your fault if she not get no hug from somebody.
You feel safe and you feel comforted.
But that's not your fault. Why she ain't getting no hug from somebody, she is the one who put herself in that situation to not being hugged or loved.
All right, come with the random.
No. May I get this off of my chest? May I get this off of my chest?
Cough, no?
I fear her fault while she not no man.
Yeah, it's her fault.
So I fear her fault if she want to tell you, oh, I long to get a hug. Oh my God, I could do with an hug. And guess what? My rebound guy, oh, I know he treat me like shit, but I would just could do with a hug right now. I don't care what he done. Bun that bumbucklat. Listen, at the end of the day, this is what I'm trying to say
Girls,
to you. It's
Troy sees things in black and white. He
problem.
doesn't know that things can be complex.
It's no complex around here. Let me tell you this. If you're in love with somebody, like the story just said a while ago, this woman wasn't approved of her friend and her man having a open relationship with secondary partners. She weren't up to that, but yet her man cheated on her. So guess what, now she's going through divorce. If she and her man did sit down and have that conversation, and then
no, so you're saying if she agreed to an open relationship, they wouldn't be divorcing?
No.
You would love an open relationship.
Oh.
I would not.
Right now I can see stars
You
flying
see?
and butterflies.
You
Let me
see?
just wait. But listen.
I'm glad it's stars and butterflies.
But listen.
You know
and I
that
really know.
it's a dream.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And
Stars
unicorns
and butterflies.
and rainbows.
Hey, all of that. And Sweetie Factory. Listen, that's what I'm saying to you. When you're in a relationship, you and your partner should sit down and have that discussion.
What if one wants it and one doesn't?
And if one refuses, that's what happened to that girlfriend. Our man got a regular cheat because one of them want it, but you want to be with the man, but you don't want the man to be able to do that. So you know what I'm do? On the low, on the sly, because he wants somebody else with you. He gonna get it. Period. Sorry, my voice, guys. Sorry, my voice. I hope I don't
All
irritate
right,
your
you
ears.
go to your random.
Last night, the girl. Okay, it's the way they write this, so I'm gonna read it different. Last night, my girlfriend came out of the shower, winked at me, and said, "I have shaved. You know what that means?" I replied, "Yes. Call the plumber. The drain is black again." That was not what she was talking about. That was not what she had in mind. Yeah. So, I read this the other day. Should I read that one? I'm going to read, yeah. I read this. Guys, I want you to tell me, what do you think about this? It's very short, because I don't want to bore you guys with my lovely deep voice. Okay? This person said they have been having weird dreams that they are having sex with people that they don't know. And also some of her ex. It feels so real that she's wondering if she should tell her partner about the dreams, because the dreams are becoming more frequently and more realistic.
Call me Dr. Amma.
Dr.
So
Amma.
what's happening, Dr. Amma?
Dr. Amma, what is happening with this person?
See, now this is one of the conversations I had with one of my girls.
Uh-oh, here it
that
goes.
boys wouldn't be interested in.
Go on then, tell us.
That lady is probably in her 50s.
Uh-huh.
And maybe going through menopause.
Uh-huh.
And has been prescribed HRT gel.
Uh-huh.
Now, that is a gel.
HRT gel, what is that for?
Yeah. It's a gel that you put on your wrist.
Uh-huh.
And it helps with the menopause. It regulates hormones and stuff like that.
Side effects?
Side effects, dreams like what you've just said.
So, side effects is naughty dreams.
Yes.
Hey.
Because I was saying to my friend, we were talking about this person.
So are you having side effects?
How dare you? I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were talking about this miserable person. And I said, just lend her some of your cream that she can have it and start being happy in life.
So how does this person solve those naughty dreams?
She has to know that it's being caused by that.
So the question is, should this person tell her partner about the dreams?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, how would you feel if I said, "Oh, I've just dreamt about my ex"? Mm-hmm. What would you say?
What a bumbuck like you dream about your ex for? What you dream about your ex
But
for?
it's a dream.
It doesn't matter. You must have him on your mind while you dream about him.
It's just random.
No, you think about him.
Uh-oh.
You want to go back to him?
Is he a Jamaican?
So if you're a dream boy, your ex, tell me about it.
Wait, if he's Jamaican, don't go and tell him. Because he'll act like you.
Yes. If a Jamaican man, I tell him. Because you must have think, boy, you've got all fire tick easy to catch. So you must have talk about your ex. So don't bother with it. It's okay. Right. So I got one more question before we jump off this. Yeah? This is, do you think love exists among the young couples these days, young people these days? And do you think people are falling out of love too easy?
That is such a good, fabulous question. And do you want to know my answer?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my son the other day. I was showing him some scenario. And he was like, Mum, you don't realise this generation think different. Let me tell you, the generation is spoilt.
Yeah.
Yeah? If they want Deliveroo today, and I'm not even getting paid by Deliveroo, come and pay me, okay?
This show was not sponsored by Deliveroo. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they just have what they want. And then if you don't give them what they want, then you're, something shaming or, there's all the shaming now, body shaming, this shaming, that shaming.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you tell your child no, or if you try and, like we had to suffer a little bit to get what we want.
Yeah.
And then we have that sense of pride that, you know what, I suffered for this, but then you appreciate. They don't have that. They have this entitlement. So once you get something, if you get a girl and, this is wrong with her, well, that's all right. Funke is round the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, and then if Funke, she talks a little bit too much. So if I don't want someone talking a bit too much, then I'll go to Aram.
Oh, okay. So basically what you're saying is the younger generation of people are not really in love for a long period of time. It's more of a hit and miss or the eat at the moment. As I say, it's like a takeaway. It's like a fast
hype.
food. Yeah, it's a hype. So it doesn't last, basically.
Because I think they don't know, like successful relationships are relationships where, I don't know, I was listening to one of those divorce lawyers and he was saying that the thing that keeps people together is when you have been through stuff. His parents or his grandparents, his parents, the dad was in the army, so he went to war. So then when he came back from war, like they got to try and make sure he's okay. And you struggle for stuff. You struggle for stuff. So then it makes you just want to look after each other and make sure each other's all right. But now they don't struggle. Do the young people struggle? Do you think young people struggle? I don't think they struggle
because we as younger parents provide everything for them, so they don't need to struggle. You know what I mean? It's not like when we were growing up, our parents may not be able to afford certain things. No, because we has gone through a time where we didn't have, we are now doing everything to make sure they have. So they're not struggling for nothing.
Yeah, but it feels weird because even if you want to try and make them struggle for something,
you can't. It's like a punishment.
I feel like,
this is wrong. And that's why I'm like, no. Why should we take away this thing?
Who is going to come and arrest me? Or who is going to come and start saying, excuse me, madam?
Yeah. So just to round it up, in my mind, based on that, I just feel like it's harder for the younger generation to fall in love or to really love somebody because they are caught up in so many different situationships and all these things that they don't really know what love is. All they know is infatuation.
But what if they see their parents in love?
It's different. If you think about our child, they see us in love, I would suppose. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said he wants to have up one person settle down, but then he's going to have his head turned based on his experience of what's going on in his culture. You understand? Because if everybody among him is doing the same, okay, now she's bait. She's leng. You know what I mean? She's peng over there. So, you know what? She's not on it. But Joy is on it. You go, Joy, go get that pleasure. And then you may come back to her for the conversation. But then Mary is the boss over there. You understand me? So I don't think the love is going to be, the love language for them is going to be as strong as our love is. You know what I mean? Our generation of people. You know what I mean? They just have too many things to do. You know, Xbox
And the
take up
thing
so much of
is,
their time and all these things.
Once, like me and you are together, and you know what you're like.
Crazy.
You snore.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah? And I'm as silent as a lamb. I
Tell
don't
me about
snore
it.
at all.
Yeah.
So people will be like, oh no, I can't stay with him. He snores.
Yeah, exactly.
So they separate for really
little
small
stupid things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we have learnt to live through certain things.
Yeah.
But now some people see that as, why are you putting up with that?
Yeah.
You don't have to put up with that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the older generation, I see some of them, like a lot of my aunts and uncles, they sleep in separate rooms.
Yeah. I don't think I can do that. That's not something I want to do.
They say, why are they in separate rooms? Unless one wets the bed.
They're growing out of love. And maybe I think it could be a snoring situation where you snore too much and I just want a peaceful sleep. So
yeah, but why every night? Like,
because I think it's growing out of love. That cuddling has gone.
Tribe, why do the older generation? Why do the older generation sleep in separate rooms?
Yeah, that's the question I would like to know. You know what I mean? What would bring you to the point of you as your wife or husband, you sleep in separate beds? What would bring you to that? I don't think I could do that. I don't think I want to do that. I want to sleep next to you, you know what I mean, my partner for the rest of my life.
Can I just say something to you? Mm-hmm. I'm just being honest here. Sometimes you put your leg on me and it is heavy.
Good. Get some strength.
It is making me ache, back pain.
Good. That's why it's called for better or worse.
And that's why people sleep in separate beds.
Would you rather?
Okay, this would you rather is a bit sad. Would you rather me die first or you die first?
I cannot answer that question because we are not in control of
No, but if you were in control, every time we have would you rather, you do this. I think I'm cancelling would you rather and do something else instead.
If I die first, you're gonna be sad and depressed. And if you die first, I'm gonna be sad and depressed. So I think we should just hold each other's hands and say 1, 2, 3, die. And we just die together. And both of us don't have to miss each other.
You know what made me come up with that would you rather?
Why?
Because I was thinking, what is my biggest fear? And my biggest fear is having to deal with grief.
Yeah.
And losing someone.
Yeah.
And I've lost people in life, but losing you know,
your love, really,
the person you've been with every day, you see them day in, day out, unless they've traveled.
And that's how I would feel. Right. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning into another amazing podcast.
I haven't sung today, so have a great day.
Thank you, guys, and catch you on the next one.
Hey, guys, we have come to the end of another amazing podcast. What I want from you guys is to send us in your dilemmas.
Emma,
So each week we're going to select one of your dilemmas and broadcast it in our podcast and discuss it and dissect it. Also, please do like, comment, and share this podcast.
I'll see you later, guys. And remember, thunder strike your enemies.
I beg you like up the thing, comment and thing, subscribe, yeah.